Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Your Time to Shine, a radio show designed to help you explore your own divine gifts. I hope tonight finds you well and you are doing good after a full moon that we had the other night. I typically am not affected by the full moon, but let me tell you, I was really affected by this one, and it was a super moon on top of that. So little sleep, crazy, crazy dreams, and yeah, just lots of stuff going on. So hopefully, if you were like me, you kind of missed a little bit of sleep on that night of the full moon, which I think was Monday. Hopefully you are catching up. But I want to thank you so much for joining us this evening on the show. And tonight I would like to talk with you about being in your heart rather than being in your head. And what does that mean exactly? So it means, when we're in our head, we are very, very busy. We've got lots going on in our head, day-to-day activities and different things going on throughout our day, our families, our jobs, whatever. And sometimes it's really hard to get out of that busy space of our heads. And so that we can figure out what it is that we need to do. We may have some soul searching, so to speak, of that we're trying to figure out. And the only way that we can do that and really find our truth is to drop into our hearts and get out of our heads, get out of that ego mind, per se. And so, what does that look like? I mean, when someone says drop into your heart, what does that really mean? How do you do that? So I'm going to share with you tonight how to do that, how to get into that space, that place of being within your heart and out of your head, so that you may be able to find the answers that you're seeking, the truths. This is where you find your truths. When we are in our heart knows, right? Our heart knows, our gut instinct, our intuition, they all kick in when our minds can be quiet and they can be silenced, so to speak. So the only way to do that is to get out of our heads. So, there's a number of ways that you can do this. For me, I'm a visual person, so I visualize a lot of things. And so, for instance, I will visualize my person, a little image of me inside my head, with all the busy things going on, traffic and people running by and talking loud and everything. And I find the elevator that's in my head and I push the button to go down. And then I just imagine this elevator coming down past my eyes, my nose, my mouth, down through my throat, into my chest, and stopping at my heart. And then allowing the doors to open, to be able to be in that space and place of my heart. So if you're not a visual person, or maybe you are, maybe, you grab a fire pole and you slide down the fire pole into your head. Maybe it is seeing levels of something. Maybe there's liquid and you're seeing the liquid being released down from your head down into your heart, right? There's all kinds of ways that you can think of doing this. If you're a person that feel the pressure in your head and then feel it release coming down into your heart. So then once you're there, just take some deep breaths and just try to clear your mind. Feel your heart. Feel who you really are, your soul, and let that calm you and relax you. And sorry, my dog is moving my computer. So trying to get into that space and place of of uh, being quiet, being in that place, um, so that you can connect with who you need to be, with who, with that piece of you. And once you're able to do that, then you're able to find your truth. You're able to find, find what it is that you're seeking, to be able to think clearly, and bring in some messages from spirit, even feelings, thoughts, messages, all of that. But that can only be done from a place of quiet, from a place of serene peace and tranquility. And when we're always in our head and going 90 miles an hour, you can't do that. So try that. It might take a little bit of practice, because for many, that's not going to be something. Trying to get out of their head and into their heart is something very foreign to them. So if you happen to be one of those people, just keep practicing it. Keep practicing it, keep practicing it, keep working with it. And eventually you'll find where that is. It's a lot like, meditation, and trying to go through that meditation process. For some, it may take a little bit of time. So give yourself that time to be able to do that, to be able to, um, you know, to enjoy that peace and that tranquility. Because trust me, it's a great feeling when you can get out of that busyness of your head and drop into your heart, because that's where all of your truth lies. So I hope that is helpful for you. If you would like to talk with me more about this, I invite conversation over on my Facebook pages at Julie YeagerWalker Medium and Your Time to Shine. Right now, we are going to go and head over to the phone lines and take your calls. Right now, we have Jennifer in Houston, Texas. Good evening, Jennifer, and welcome to Your Time to Shine.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Perfect. What can we do for you this evening?
Um, so I was going to get a psychic medium reading.
Yes. Do you have a specific question?
Actually, so you're a medium also?
I'm a medium, yes.
Okay, so my mom recently passed away. I was really hoping that maybe you'd have a message for her.
Okay, perfect. Let me tap in here really quick. So there's just going to be a little bit of silence, and then I will get right back to you, okay?
Okay, great. Thank you.
Okay, Jennifer. When I tapped in, well, first off, I want to say I'm really very, very sorry for your loss. I know how hard that is. Um, so when I tap in, I feel like I'm having trouble breathing. It's almost like I can't get enough air. Was there like I feel like there was coughing, choking. Was it like did she die of pneumonia, or was there pneumonia, or some kind of congestion within her lungs?
No, there wasn't. She actually died of her heart stopped.
I'm sorry.
Her heart stopped. So
Okay, okay,
there wasn't any congestion.
okay, okay. Okay, well, that could also be the reason why I'm feeling like I'm kind of out of breath. that it's hard to
Mhm.
breathe. If her heart was not functioning correctly or properly, that would be a reason. I did ask her if it was a heart attack, and she said no. But I didn't clarify, if it was heart problems. Um,
Mhm.
she's showing me that this came on very, very suddenly, um, and she was not prepared for this. Um,
Mhm.
and she just wants you to know that she's okay, that she's doing great, on the other side, and there's no pain. Um, she can move about freely, she can breathe, all those things because she's been released from that body, that was basically holding her back, that was, constricting her, so to speak. So she
Mhm.
said, you don't need to worry about her. She's doing just fine. Um, she also knows that you're struggling with this, and she feels really bad for that. Um, leaving. She's showing me like, pieces of her, that were left behind, that you're
Mhm.
struggling to hold on to, and she's saying over time that this is going to get easier. Um, she says it's never really going to go away. You have to learn how um, to live in this new normal, so to speak. Um, she was a very passionate, caring person, always kind of worrying about everybody else but herself. And
Mhm.
she says there's a piece of her there that is in you, right? It's that passion, it's that caring piece. She says, do not forget to take care of you. Okay. Um,
Mhm.
that was something that she didn't do very well. Um, Not in the respect like she ate bad foods or she did the wrong things. It's more about the self care, about remembering to take breaks, um, to live a little. She says, um,
Mhm.
those were the things that she didn't really consider, while she was here, because she was so busy taking care of other people, she forgot how to take care of herself. And
Mhm.
so she's bringing that forth to say, don't forget about that piece of it, um, because you're such a loving person that you put your heart out there, for others, and so a lot of times there's not a lot left for you, right? your
Mhm.
tank is your tank is kind of empty, so to speak.
Mhm.
Do you have a daughter?
No, I have a son.
You have a son. Okay. Did you by chance have a miscarriage? Because I'm feeling like she's referring to a girl, a feminine, a girl energy. So I'm just wondering, um, was there a miscarriage? Did you have a miscarriage at one point?
Yeah.
Okay. She's showing me that, um, because she keeps showing me a girl, like her granddaughter. Her granddaughter is with her. She's watching over this granddaughter, and she wants you to know that she is okay and that she's being taken care of. And they're together now. They're united.
Mhm. Beautiful.
Does yours? Okay, hang on just a minute. So, did your son, when he was younger, because I'm feeling like he is more towards like is he more like middle school age?
No, he's in kindergarten. He's 5.
He's 5. Okay. Wow, he has an old soul. Does he
Yes,
talk of seeing people, of seeing spirit? She's showing me that he's very gifted. He's very intuitive. Um,
he
does he
definitely
ever?
is. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Yeah, she's showing me that he's older than what he is. So that's representing that he's like a very old soul. He may even speak like he's from a different time. And she said that he is very gifted.
Yeah.
So it's important that you encourage this, right? That you, if he talks about seeing people or spirits, that you hear him out, whether or not
Mm.
whatever your belief system is. Your mom is saying be open to some of the things that he is saying because she's showing up and they're having conversations. Has he talked to you about any of these conversations he's had with grandma? Because I feel like that they've had some conversations, um, very candid conversations, and he's bringing through he's bringing through messages for you, Jennifer, about your mom in subtle
Mm.
in subtle little ways. So there is this conversation that's happening between him and your mom. And so just to
Mm.
nurture that and to be open to that whole piece of it.
Okay.
Yeah, he's very sharp. He has very good psychic abilities. Um,
Yeah, he does.
and that's something that as he gets older, he may shut off, just because of culture and of things, or he may not talk about it as much. Um, but I feel like down the road, he's going to open up to these abilities again. Um,
Mhm.
and it's going to help that you can kind of nurture him through that. Your mom is saying you're an amazing mom. Don't forget it. You doubt yourself a lot. You second guess. You don't give yourself enough credit. And she says you really need to take credit where credit is due because you're a fantastic mom. Jennifer, is there anything else that you
Mhm.
would like to know or a question you might have?
Um, no, no, that was great.
Okay. Let me see if your mom has anything else for you. Just a moment. Um, is there Sorry, I was going to sneeze. Is there, she's showing me, she's like jumping up and down, and I'm like, yay and hurrah. Is there something that you guys are celebrating right now, like a victory of some kind, um, within your
No,
family?
no.
Hmm. Are you okay? She's showing me a shift or a change. So, are you looking at shifting or changing jobs or careers?
Um, yeah, kind of. I'm looking to open my own business.
Okay, that's where the hurrahs, that's where the cheerleading thing is coming from. Because she's showing me there's a shift or a change, and she
Mm-hmm.
wants you to know that she is supporting you 100% on this.
Mm-hmm.
So you're just in the planning stages of this business. It
Yeah,
feels
correct.
like.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I feel like you're stuck. Like you've almost hit a wall. Like you're not really sure what direction to go with this right now. Um, she's saying that you need to seek some advice from different people who have opened up small businesses. Um,
Mm-hmm.
they're going to be able to give you little pieces of information or advice that is going to help you take that next step, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like you don't know what you don't know. And
Mm-hmm.
so by talking to other people about it, having general conversations, even, what that's going to do is that's going to spark other conversations. It's going to put you in a direction that you need to go in order to get this thing moving again. I feel like you did really, really good and you were going forward, and it's been sitting for some time now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like you just need another, she's showing me like another pair of eyes, right? Um,
Mm-hmm.
just something, a different perspective, per se, to help get you through that threshold. And then once you do that, everything is going to fall into place. Everything is just going to continue with this momentum. Um, she's showing me that this is going to be very successful for you. It's going to be something that you love to do, that you love to get up in the morning and go do.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's a partner involved. Are you looking at partnering with somebody in this business?
No.
Interesting, because she keeps saying partner, partner. Um,
What does she mean? Does she have like anything else to say about that?
she's showing me like almost like a silent partner. Um, maybe one that would be helping you on the business side of it, but
Mm-hmm.
maybe isn't on the interface of business with you on the day to day. Like you're the face of the business, but there's somebody
Mm-hmm.
behind the scenes that's helping you with this, maybe helping you make decisions, business decisions that maybe you're not comfortable making, or maybe you feel that you don't have the best knowledge or the best information. So
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's someone helping you kind of on the back end of this, or behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there isn't as of right now, but you know.
Yeah, she keeps bringing me back to this. So I think this is something that you should kind of look into. Um, yeah, I really feel like there's somebody else helping you with this business.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
I
that would be
think
nice.
I think that's going to happen through conversations that you have about the business, right? As you're doing your investigative work to figure out how to continue to move this forward, this person's going to come forward. This person's going to step forward. She's like, don't worry about it. You've got this. You've got this. She's saying, don't overthink it. Let it be what it is. You have a lot of angels, a lot of guides, along with your mom, that are guiding you and helping you through this. So know and trust that you've got help on the other side. You just have to ask for the help, right? You need to ask to be guided in the right direction. Bring me the people that I need to speak with to help me push forward with my business. Help me open the doors of my business. Okay? They can't engage if you don't ask. Okay? Well, Jennifer, thank you so much for calling in. We're coming down to the last few seconds of our show. And so I hope this has been helpful for you this evening.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. And good luck with that business.
Thanks. Bye.
All right. Thank you. Good night. All right, that does it for us. Thank you so much for tuning in with me tonight. Reach out to me on my website at www.wingsofsoulswithjulie.com. And I hope to see you here again next Thursday night. Good night, everyone.